Sorry, we didn't record.
Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Becky.
And I'm Larry.
And today we are coming to you to talk to you about the business opportunity and, just really why would you want to do business with doTERRA? And doTERRA has just been an incredible opportunity for me and Larry. First and foremost, really because it really improved my health. And, I realized that I couldn't maintain the normal life of working in a brick and mortar business and stay happy because I was decreasing my health. It was kind of like going to the doctors, trying to lose weight and eating candy all the time. You just can't expect that to happen. And so I was continuing working in a stressful environment, and I wanted to turn the page on a new chapter in my life and actually share these incredible oils and the health benefits for people all over the world. And so we landed in India, right, Larry? And
Yes.
we're just really excited to be able to have this opportunity. And doTERRA really wants to go through and really triple our impact. In 2020, doTERRA said by 2030, we're going to be 3 times larger as a company. And with India being the largest country in the world, yeah, this is going to be an incredible opportunity to have an incredible impact for so many people. But let's just narrow it down to just one person. Even if you made a difference with one person, and you never know who that is, by sharing these beautiful oils with that one person, you could really truly uh, change their life, save their life, really. Oops. And so our ability to change lives is directly tied to the growth of our business. So if you share with one person, you're sharing and making a difference with one person. If you share with 10 people, you're making a difference for 10 people. So, however you want to show up, this is going to be a really impactful way for you to grow and make an income. Why do you want to partner with doTERRA? Yeah, there's lots of different opportunities out there, right? But doTERRA has grown so quickly and sustainably. They are a debt-free company. They own all of their distilleries. They paid them all. They don't owe anything to any debt to other banks or corporations. So they're going to be really solid. And they have grown to be the top 8 network marketing companies globally, and their goal is to be number one. And with the fastness and the growth that they're doing, it all happens because of the most tested and most trusted product. Certified pure tested grades, essential oils that doTERRA provides. Um, it's just not a coined phrase. It is something that actually makes it effective. When these oils are tested, they know that they're not with any harmful fillers and contaminants. And that way, they actually work on people and people have results. People have gone through and done other Ayurvedic medicines or other different things, and it actually hasn't helped them. And so here is a way to really make an impact with people by sharing the authentic approach. We have here in the United States 65% record breaking retention. And that all happens because of who we are as doTERRAs, helping people understand how to use the oils, all the different ways you can use them, from cleaning the home to using them in your health to um, making perfumes and lotions. I mean, the list goes on and on. And so, why not really look at the whole impact of these being like a base ingredient to so many different things all over the world? um, Other network marketing companies actually do the business approach first. And so some of you have come to me and asked me, Becky, why don't you talk more about the business? And well, it's because we know that so many people, usually when you get started with a product like I did, I started because I was so sick and I was looking for solutions. And this is the only thing that helped me. And I had this aha moment like, oh my gosh, there's something like a corruption going on out there in our world about our big pharma and how really what are we doing to our bodies? And I couldn't handle that anymore. I needed to go out and use my voice to make a difference. And doTERRA is not all just about the effective product and what we're selling to people to make them with the health, which is huge. That's the number one thing. But it's also about the farmers and the co-impact sourcing that we're doing, where we're paying our farmers 2 to 3 times more than other essential oil companies. So we're lifting up communities and helping them with wells and schools and all this other stuff that they would never have had otherwise. We don't want to take advantage of our farmers. Yes, our product may be a little more expensive, but this is important to know that this is actually part of a social impact thing that we're doing too. And we also have a program called Healing Hands, and Healing Hands is a fundraising for nonprofits where you, as a wellness advocate, can actually take on. And I've done many of these. I've done one for Manipur when they went through their riots. We raised about $2,500. I have another one going on for a youth resource center for suicide prevention happening. And so there's lots of amazing things that we're working towards to make an impact globally. And me, as just a just me little person, when I could take advantage of this whole globally enterprise with raising money for different programs, which would have been maybe more difficult for me on my individual basis, this is just huge. It just really makes me feel like I'm really making a big difference. So that, we talk about the wellness lifestyle, we talk about doTERRA, we talk about all the different ways that we can impact people on their health. And when we're teaching classes, we always focus on this wellness lifestyle. This is really important as a advocate like I am, and that you may be, that when you're going through and looking at like our nutrition, which is the foundation of our whole wellness. Usually when I focus on the, nutrition with people, it also impacts the movement and our exercise. It gives us more energy, it makes our muscles work, and we don't have sore, muscles, right? We can also do rest and managing stress for helping ourselves sleep better and get that stress levels down. We can nurture our self-care, and really, our whole lives, we're trying to inform ourselves with self-care, and that's really what the role is of a wellness advocate, is helping have classes all the time, always improving on your classes with different kinds of classes. We do an introduction class, and then we kind of start to introduce 201 classes, like an upgrade level of like how to make perfumes or how to make lotions. DIYs are not important, you don't have to do them, but they really do make a big difference, as well as maybe yoga. There's so many, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on of all the different kinds of classes, and this is where I like to share with you, maybe you have a forte, maybe you have something that you have a specialty that you work on, and that you can actually, use that theme or that style that you want to focus on as your business. So usually people get started by becoming a wholesale member. The whole structure of the business is in the background of building a team of people. Now, the team will consist of members that are customers, and it will consist of retail sales, and it will consist of enrolling more wellness advocates to be on your team. So we have all different kinds. Now, I want you to know that 80% of the people that are on my team are customers. I would even venture to guess that maybe more 90%. And so when you think about that, that's the mindset that you're always working with customers, servicing them. Just like if you go to a grocery store and you're asking for different things and what this product's good for, and that what this, you want somebody to help you and consult with you on how to use that product. That's what we are doing. So doing a lot of consulting on that kind of stuff is really important. That will be part of the job requirement as being a wellness advocate. Now, then you'll come along and somebody wants to maybe have a class for you and share the oils with you. That's incredible. That will make a huge difference. And so with this class, you're going to want to, with this wellness advocate, you're going to want to train them. So then you become a mentor for them. And so that's the next role that you will be taking on. And as we go through and share with you, we have a lot of mentoring and growth that we go through and help you step through these roles. But mentorship is required. So having weekly meetings or monthly meetings, depending on how fast you grow with your upline, to share and learn about how to do this is really part of the focus. So the business plan, of course, you want to get started and purchase your welcome kit. Most people will start like with maybe the family physician kit or the home essentials kit. And these kits are really, really great. They have the top 10 oils. Really, you want to really start experiencing and using these oils daily. And so when you sign up, it would be my job then if I enrolled you, I would come to your house or do a Zoom like this, and we would actually go through, share the products, show you how to use these 10 oils, write recipes for your wellness goals. My hope is that you will have an experience just impactful right away. Sometimes it doesn't happen, that's okay. Sometimes you have maybe a lot of people just have wellness goals and they want to be proactive in their wellness. Other people may have a serious thing that they're working on, and having an experience right away makes a difference, right? So, make sure if you haven't had a wellness consult, talk to your upline, get that scheduled so you can get that going. And then we like to connect you with a lot of the different resources like the doTERRA social media. Maybe you don't have a Facebook page, but I would suggest you get one if you're going to do this business. Getting started on social media would be really important. A lot of people love just doing YouTube. A lot of people love Instagram or LinkedIn. They all have their different styles, I guess, if that's the best way to say it, and they all reach a different kind of client base. We also have a team app that is something that you're going to want to sign up for so you get the most latest and the most recent announcements on specials and promotions that are happening, and that's really powerful. You're going to want to always be involved in the group's ongoing events like today's class, Wednesday's classes, Thursday's classes. There's lots of opportunity, and it may seem overwhelming at first. But just insert yourself in the class and just sit and listen and and you will start to pick up different things. Everybody teaches things a little differently so that that way maybe somebody spoke it in a way that you heard it best. And then keep note of that, what you like to share and how you like to approach things. You're going to want to download some of the essential oil apps, which are books for resources on how to use the oils, different recipes for different protocols. Then you're going to want to learn the compensation plan. So I will be here to teach you the compensation plan. I will go through this on this recording today. You can listen to this recording over and over again. And I also put together a training website where you can walk through a lot of these types of videos. If you really want to run fast, you can go through it all day long and or once a week, whatever your time allows, and that will be the speed of the growth that you will do in your business. Okay, so the next thing, Larry, do you want to talk about this one?
Well, this one is, you make a list of your contacts and your prospects. So you want to get started, you want to get some momentum going, and you want to introduce these oils to the people that you know and trust. And so you create a list of all the people you can think of. But think of identifying potential builders too, because a lot of times our family and friends, while they may want and need the health benefits of these essential oils, they may not be potential builders. They would be good customers. So what you want to do is when you prioritize your names list, like think of the people you that could benefit from the oils, and then think of people who might like this business opportunity to make a little income, even if it's just a side hustle where they can share the essential oils and teach an introduction class. They would be builders and stuff like that, and they have the potential to be very strong builders. They have the skills and the ability, and they can support and help create that team culture that you want to develop. And so think of people who would be good business partners, people who would be committed and capable, to really love the oils and really want to earn an income and build a financial pipeline. And then you're going to think about people that would benefit from them, but they would be good sharers and building partners too. So you're going to put your best builders on your top line, and you're going to try to find three of those builders for your top line, and then start recruiting other people that would be good builders and sharers to help develop their lines too. So, and then you're going to need customers who, who are going to use and benefit from the oils and the products every month. So that's kind of how the names list and the prospecting is going to go. So it's a good, it's a good start, to think about, who you could invite and who would be good potential business partners.
Usually we like to start with just when you go through and analyze that and you call people up and you just talk to them about what you're doing as far as the business goes, remember 80% of them are going to be customers. But in the business structure,
Mhm.
this is you. And then when you enroll your first person, that first person, you're going to want them to be a business partner. Because that way, when you start to get your customers, you need to put them down below here so that that way you know that this person's actually going to be supporting this team. A lot of times people make the mistake and enroll their mom, like me. I enrolled mom, and then I enrolled a friend, and then I enrolled another friend. And so what happens is, and this is really a huge tip, what happens is their friends are great, but sometimes friends maybe don't have the same passion or they don't have the same business skills that you need to have in this position. And that's okay. Sometimes it's best to maybe really have a serious conversation. I like to call it a critical conversation when you're talking to your friend saying, "Hey, I'm told that when we start this business that I need to find someone who's really, really going to want to run with me, like go to all the big meetings, have classes, call people up, actually sell this product to people." And it's a full-time job maybe, or I mean, in this position, it's going to be a full-time job. Like, and really put the meat there to that person who you're gonna enroll first, saying, "This is." So, if you don't wanna do that, totally, totally, totally respect you. I wanna know now if this is something that doesn't interest you or you don't see yourself doing that, then that will be fine. I want our friendship to maintain and be the most important thing, so I'll wait to enroll you to come down here. And so let's just let me work really hard to find this person, and if you know somebody you think would be interested, let me know. And I think that that is a huge
Yeah.
respect conversation. Go ahead.
Well, I think when you decide to be a builder and you want to build that financial pipeline for yourself and create your team, is go into it with an understanding of being educated and learning that compensation plan. Because when you're looking for a business builder, that's going to be a very important piece of information that you're going to want to share with them.
Yeah, it really truly is a critical conversation, and I've seen and learned more and more so that when people start their business, the success will really rely on the quality and the business aptitude that the person has that you put on your first line. Sometimes it's worth waiting until, believe me, it is worth waiting until you find that key role person. And then you're working with that partner, you help support them to grow their business very quickly. They will find people, you're going to have them do the same thing, right? But as you start to enroll people, you can put your customers down here, your builders and sharers and customers, but they need to structure. So you're going to be putting your team members and their team members underneath before you go to the next one. Sometimes you may find two people who don't even know each other that are going to be really good business builders, and you can go ahead and start your second leg. But I would really recommend working on your first leg and get them started, get them going with the classes, get them learning the compensation plan. And as I'm telling you this, you need to be learning the compensation plan. You need to be learning the all this stuff. So, and I'm also going to tell you the only way you can learn all of these things is by action. Don't wait to sit there and study all the videos, all the papers, because if you do, you're not going to grow very quickly because in action, it's kind of like riding a bike. You get on a bicycle and first maybe you have your training wheels on, right? You got your training wheels right, and we're the training wheels for you. And as you get going and I let go of you on the bike and we take the training wheels off, once you get balanced, then you're going to be independent. We want to train you to become independent so you're not relying on me. You have the mindset that you're learning all that you need to know to grow this business. But if you just keep relying on me to do all the work for you, you're not going to grow very far. And it's not that I can't help you, but I can't drag you along. I can't force that information into you unless you have the mindset of learning and growing very quickly. Again, so here's the ideal structure. Maybe you might want to take a screenshot of this. We are hardwired to connect with others. It is what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. And without that, there is suffering. Brene Brown is an author of so many books. She's just an incredible person regarding even having boundaries and how to work within the company and how to work with people. And this is a relationship building business. And when we are dealing with other people, sometimes it gets complicated, but going through and communication is going to be the most important thing. The most valuable thing that I found working with doTERRA is when we do things together. I had a party at my house on Sunday and we had the best time. There was so much laughing and connecting. And you guys, that is just the juice. That is just the gold nugget of doing doTERRA. It is just so much fun. And so number 3 is creating your pipeline. Now, doTERRA has a wonderful video, and this video is called Buckets and Pipes. And it's a story about a guy going to the water stream, a creek, and filling up his buckets with water, and then carrying the water back to the village. And it was quite a distance, so not very many people did it. And he had good business. He would sell the water to other people. And the more trips he made back and forth to the stream, guess what? The more money he made, right? So the more ambitious you're doing this business, the more money you're going to make. However, he realized that if he broke his leg or had a flu, he's not making money because he's not working. And so every day when he went to the stream to fill up his bucket, he would dig a little bit of a ditch and he would lay a little bit of a pipe. And every day he did that. It took him a long time. But the more he worked, the faster it got. And so he laid this pipe all the way to the village. And then he was eventually to turn on the spigot, and then the water just flowed through the pipe. That's what you're doing here, is you're building your business while you're probably maybe working another business to maintain some income. Because of doTERRA, it's going to take a little bit of time before you make a lot of money. You have to build your team. You're working off commission. So if you have just one person underneath you, you're not going to have that much commissions. But if you have 1,000 people underneath you, remember, I enroll you, you enroll 3 people, those 3 people enroll 3 people, and pretty soon you get this multiplication that just can't stop. And that multiplication of people, enrolling people and stuff is really where the gold nugget is. So it's really important that you develop these structures through pipes. We have the prepare, the invite, the present, the empowering to enroll, support, and then you go back. You prepare, invite, present, empower, and support. Then prepare. So you just keep redoing this whole thing over and over again. And each time you do it, each time you work through this process, you will get better and better. And the first time is going to be really sloppy. It's going to be messy. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to go through, is to work and support you in that. But as you go through and prepare your launch strategy, you're going to figure out your 100 names list, like Larry talked about. You're going to go through and figure out, how many classes do I want to do a week? How many classes is that going to be a month? How fast do I want to grow into the business? You're going to want to set up 4 classes of what we recommend in a month. And if you really want to grow fast, you're going to want to do 4 classes in a week. You're going to want to set up your personal doTERRA website. Now, I'll show you what that is as we go through here, because when you sign up with doTERRA, they give you a website that you can use to share with other people. And then you're going to start inviting. So you've got your classes scheduled. You're going to start inviting people. And then maybe your inviting is something you're not comfortable with, right? So we coach you on different scripts and how to invite people properly. In network marketing, this is where many people fail. They do it wrong. They push people away by their approach and how they focus on that. So we're going to teach you the doTERRA way. And this is going to be just amazing when you share people's samples and you talk to people about their wellness concerns. People, when we talk about our bad backs or tummy issues or headache issues or whatever, we want some results, right? So that we can trust and know that the oils will help you along the way. And then you're going to want to learn the class. So the very first class we usually talk about is I teach the class, and then we do these on Zoom, or your upline will teach that class for you. Maybe you teach a part of it. The second class, you will teach half of the class. And the third class, you will teach all of the class. And we have these little class sheets that are, you just read it. Don't get all fancy about anything because that just makes it complicated. Just read the sheet. We have these printed out class sheets that you can use. And going through and just reading that, people realize, oh my gosh, I can do this business too. He's just reading it, or she's just reading that sheet. And I used to think that that was stupid. It needed to be more information because we're smart people, right? And we need to provide more information. But I had this epiphany just recently. I've been doing this for 13 years and it's taken me this long. So listen up. Keep it simple because we have lots going on in our lives. We've got kids going to school, we've got choir practice at church, we've got um a friend's family birthday party. We've got all these things happening and week on week on week, every week. And then um it's not that I don't know a lot of stuff. It's just that if I go to a class, I got something to go to next and I don't want to stay there for 2 hours. I want to get the information, make a decision, and move to my next project that I'm working on. So then we empower people to enroll. We invite others to take natural solutions to be able to help them get a wholesale membership, or they become a wellness advocate. A lot of times when you sign up somebody as a wholesale member at first, then they start using the oils, they can upgrade their membership to a wellness advocate. And then you can move them around on your team at that place and time when they do that. Then you could support your customers through building them through personal communities like all of our social medias, our WhatsApp group, or having big meetings once a month, or going through and doing a wellness consult with them. And you're going to want to continue doing that, having structured support month in and month out so you don't make it complicated. So, the biggest thing that when I found with myself when I first realized how amazing these oils were and how they worked, like, I couldn't help but share, and I was not gonna do the business. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, these oils really work, they're amazing," and I'm talking to my friends because with my bad stomach, you kinda start to collect a bunch of friends who have bad stomach issues, and you kinda work together with your problems, right? And I couldn't help but share that, and they all signed up. My very first class, I had 11 people, and all 11 people signed up. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, there's something about this I didn't realize. And when I heard about residual income, so laying down the pipe, working on it, that this will keep working for me even when I retire my print shop. And that is just powerful. And of course, I always want to keep growing my business and grow because I just know the more and more people I'm impacting. But I can't do that unless I share, unless I speak from my heart. And you share your story. So, thinking about what your experience is with the first time with the oils and what you thought about. And then when you share it with passion, like, we have our story, but when you can really put the ketchup on that hamburger, I probably should change that picture. It's probably not too healthy, right? But going through and thinking about the passion that we have about what we're doing, that is what we're selling is the passion. People know that the oils will work through the conversation and maybe through an experience, but when you sell it with your passion, that is going to help them move forward. You want to say anything about that, Larry? What about your first
No,
oil?
I think you're right. It's just yeah, it's your story because it's powerful and it has meaning for you. And when you share it, I mean, people can identify with it. And it really does become your passion, and that's why, you when you got started, you had a passion for it because it really helped you. And you wanted to share it because you knew other people needed help. And you wanted that, you wanted to help them. You wanted that connection. And that became your story became your passion.
And when you go through and as you share, you could start collecting testimonies from from your people you share with, but maybe you don't have that right now. We have tons of testimonies that you can actually pull up and share. You can even Google them. I mean, they're all over the place. And what's incredible is, but sometimes people are a little bit shy about sharing their testimonies because it's very personal. But as they get more and more used to using the oils and they start seeing the magic happen, you're going to find that the testimonies just flow. That's why I really like having in-person classes, because people naturally just start to say, "Oh yeah, I tried that. This is what really works for me for sleep." And and when you have these classes, you can't actually you want them to be quiet so you can get through the class. But it's really great that they keep sharing that too, right? And so it's really fun to hear all the testimonies. I just saw this today actually on Facebook, and I thought, what a great way to really get started in your business is that, when people are going to have a baby, they have lots of baby showers and lots of gifts and stuff. Well, when a friend starts a business, why not do a baby shower for them? Like they're opening up their business or getting started. So for you, when you're getting started, do a grand opening of your business. Have a big party. I think that's just such a great idea, and make it like a big deal. Then you have a lot of people. Maybe they're not going to sign up, but they're coming to support you. So if you were going to open up a restaurant, you would invite a lot of people and you'd expect them to come to your restaurant to try out. Like, you might even do a soft opening so people can give you some feedback on what didn't work and what worked, right? And that is so powerful. And so do a soft opening or do a big party. And I would just go all in, wouldn't you, Larry? Just a big party, have lots of things happen, but whatever's comfortable for you, promote this as a grand opening of your business, and make it impactful, and that will make it easier for you to invite your first group of people as well. So
That's
as
an
you're
awesome idea.
yeah, I just thought that was great. And as you're hosting, these parties, you're doing presentations, there's lots of different ways. You can do one-on-ones, a three-way call. That's where we come in. You can say, "Hey, Becky or Larry, I have a friend who just would like to, can you help me with them?" And I can bring them on the phone and just kind of see if they have any questions. But having an upline on that three-way call is really impactful, and we can just make it a really short call, or it can be the whole introduction class. It doesn't matter, but you just let me know how you want it to go. And I really think it's a really great time for people to ask questions and do that. And of course, you can do an essential oils class and or a virtual presentation like we're doing. There's many ways, right? And sometimes I found that the most effective way of me enrolling somebody would be like on the plane or when I'm traveling somewhere. And it's just, there's no force like coming to a class conversation. People are just, it's really authentic conversation. And so anyway, so key marketing plan components would be making sure what you're reaching your potential customers and how you're converting them. So, how do you enroll people? How do you have that critical conversation? Um, what kinds of things are you going to want when it comes to um, uh, moving forward, onboarding them? So you sign up people. Then what's your training process? And you're going to want to play with that, explore different methods that work best for you. But we have these classes going that you can step into and have us do the work for you so that you can just bring and grow your business. That's what partnership is all about. And also maybe set your budget. If you're going to be doing some advertising like through social media, you can do it for free. And the more videos, the more conversations you have, you're just growing your process, and you're growing your following. And that is huge, you guys. And also another thing too, you can put posters up and do classes that way. We find that social media is the best way for us to send out advertisements on people, but we've also found there's a proper way to do it, that you need to be talking to people like you're having friends and talking like you do. You just don't call somebody and throw an invite at them. You actually want to warm them up and engage them in conversations. You want to know what the promotions are. Now, this is a promotion I just pulled up. It's not a current promotion for this month, so don't get all excited. But have the promotions, know what they are, so people know what their benefits are and what they get going. I always like to make a promotion sheet where I will have the loyalty reward program on there too, so people can understand, and it's a way to have that conversation about the loyalty reward program. And you also are gonna wanna know the benefit of that oil so that you can talk on it. Sometimes if you have people in your class that are like your upline or already customers, maybe warn them and say, "Hey, can you do some research on the turmeric oil? That's a promotion this month, and I would love for you to speak on that." And that will help them get started and feel comfortable talking in front of the room. Compensation plan. So the compensation plan is all, how you're going to build and make your business work. And the compensation plan, there's 5 ways that you get paid. Usually when you first get started, you only focus on the top 3, right? Because you don't really have a structure of levels of people underneath you yet. But that's part of understanding the compensation plan, is to be able to know how you're going to make your most money, the most impact. And this usually starts at the rank of elite. Elite is a rank that we like to talk about, the first leadership rank or the core rank. There's ranks before that which are very meaningful, and they help you move forward quickly. Elite is having a volume of 3,000 PV underneath you. 3,000 PV is selling or having your customers or your partners ordering enough volume to rank elite. Then when you jump up to premier, you're going to have 2 legs. Do you remember on that structure that we started to talk about in the beginning, where you start to work with one leader and then you have a second leader? You're going to have them actually start to get the volume each individually at 2,000 PV. And so you're going to have a total of 4,000 underneath each one. You're going to start your third leg, and you're going to have a total of 5,000 PV on your business to be premier. The approximate, amount that you're gonna make could be around 50,000 Indian rupees. Now, this is something that is not promised, because you can understand that there's different ways that you actually make your money. You can sell things retail, you can sell things with your sharing bonus, so you get extra commissions right away, or you can do your power of 3 or all of the above. The mixture of these will depend on what your sales are. So when you're a brand new premier, the first month you rank premier, it may be on the lower side of this. So don't expect that at first. But if you really did a lot of enrolling and had a lot of, and these people are taken off, it could be more than that. So just really recognize and know that this is an idea of what it could be. As you get to silver, then you're going to have 3 elites underneath you. So again, each elite is 3,000 volume. So you're going to be teaching your 3 leaders to be elite. Now, when we go back and talk about that in first enrollments, this is why it's really important to have business builders and partners on your top line, because you're going to want them to actually get to some certain ranks, right? And that's really important. Now, the gold rank is really impactful, because that's going to be 3 leaders underneath you, where a leader has 2 executives. So think about this. You're going to really start building those people underneath you and really making that grow. So I'm going to go to the next page and talk about hunting for sharers and partners. The do lover, I love that. So, in America, this is a statistic that you can actually find. At least 40% of Americans want a side hustle. I was talking to a gal at a market, on Saturday, and she just started making soaps, and she was her first time at the market. And she goes, "I just need a side hustle. I just need to make a little bit of extra money. I love this hobby. I love making soaps. And so I just want to share them." And I got to thinking, it's so true that when she stops making her soap, she's not going to have an income. So when you think about network marketing, you're building this ongoing process of people purchasing from you, right? Um, so that's really important to understand how a residual income is so important. But we love our do lovers. These people love essential oils. They love the products, but they don't want to do the business. My mom is one of those people. Whenever I ask her to do a class for me, she moans and groans, but she will do it. And she will have 20 people show up on a class. It's just really incredible, right, Larry? And she orders every month. She loves the product, so I can always count on her ordering every month. Now, then there's the natural sharer, which is who I was. Like, I just like, oh my gosh, you guys, these oils are really working. You got to try this. It's incredible. Who would ever guess a small little bottle would have changed my life, right? And then people are like, what? And it's such an authentic sharing that they came to my class. And it was just really valuable. Then I naturally progressed into a hustler. Now I'm a person who is actually out there selling, talking to people, doing these classes all the time and stuff like that. And I'm loving every minute of it. It's so I'm very business minded. I'm strategizing. I'm mentoring all these things, and so it's a different mindset with each one, right? And so as you're signing these kinds of people up, you really want to know where they fit into this bucket. You want to know what you can expect for them, because I'm not going to treat a do lover as a hustler. They're going to turn away and step away from me. So here's the loyalty reward program. And the loyalty reward program is the foundation of your business. You cannot run this business without having people sign up for the loyalty reward program. Now, they can buy standard order, but that doesn't necessarily count for a lot of your things. It doesn't count for your power of three. It doesn't count for all the promotions and all the different things that people are looking for. You want to sell people on the loyalty reward program so that they can get these deeper discounts. So people talk about the oils being expensive, but I also have a class where we talk about just ordering 50 PV every month, one oil, maybe two, maybe a toothpaste and the shampoo. I mean, there's so many products that doTERRA has that I would encourage them to at least do 50 PV so that they are increasing every month their percentage points in product value that they get back for free product. Each month 1 through 3. So they first start, they get enrolled. Their enrollment order is an enrollment order. The second month is actually their first loyalty reward program because it's their first month that they're loyal. So month 1 through 3, they get 10% back. They cannot stop placing an order because they will lose these points and go back to 10%. So every month they're going to want to place an order. They're going to want to use their points. They're going to want to take advantage of these and see how the value of the loyalty reward program will help them be in a deeper discount mode. Now, if that's for customers. Now, for people who are wanting to do a side hustle or really run for this and want to earn commissions, they're going to want to do 100 PV. Now, at first, that may seem a little bit hard, but that's why you want to get started fast. That's why you want to do a big birthday or a big grand opening celebration for your opening of your business and get a lot of people there, get a lot of people enrolled. You're going to want your upline to be there. You're going to want to have people help you so that you can get all these enrollments to happen. And then you can earn some commissions right away. That's going to make it worth doing 100 PV for a long time. doTERRA also has free product of the month where you get a free product, but you have to order by the 15th. And actually, the free product of the month, you can turn around and sell for a retail price. So you're getting 100% back. So there's a lot of benefits on taking advantage of that. A lot of people, I've noticed sometimes they don't order on the 15th, but they order 125 PV. Like, why did they miss out on that? So try to work on your schedules of getting everybody to order between the 1st and the 15th. And every once in a while, doTERRA does a product promotion where you can take advantage of getting a lot more free oil. Sometimes it's 3 oils, sometimes it's a very expensive oil. So it's really pretty cool. So we just kind of went through, I'm just going to go through this very quickly. Of course, you can sell retail. You can do the sharing bonus that's paid weekly. This is the great way. So if you enroll somebody, you're going to get paid the next week. If you enrolled somebody, you're going to get 25% off whatever you sell. So sell the bigger kit, you're going to get more money. If you sell just a lemon oil, you're not going to get very much money. So it's in getting people to start out with a welcome kit. And usually you feel most comfortable selling the kit that you started out with. So gosh, you guys, it's going to be important to get out of that mindset. If you started with just a few oils and you really want to do the business, you're going to really want to get comfortable with that home essentials kit and really just say, hey, I bought this kit, but I really wish I would have started with this one. I was really stupid. I was trying to be safe. I was trying to, but I'm telling you, I'm not just trying to sell you this kit. I really do wish I would have bought this one. Kind of get into that mode. And then that person, if they start selling the business, you're going to get 10% off everything they sell. So there's a benefit as you as the leader to teach your new enrollments to start sharing the oils and getting a class going right away. Again, there's another way of structuring your business where you also get a promotion of an addition to um, this has to be on the loyalty reward program, that if everybody places 150 PV and your total is 600 PV on your top three, you get a bonus of 3,000. And then if you teach them to do the same and everybody across the board, these people place an order, these people place an order, then you get 15,000 PV or 15,000 Indian rupees. This is incredible, you guys. It's really powerful. And then when you teach them, these guys you get 85,000 Indian rupees. And I have had two people in India consistently doing that. So it's really possible. It's just it's an extra bonus. Who wouldn't want an extra 85,000 Indian rupees just for doing your job, right? Okay, so basically, when we look at the compensation plan, this is the unilevel, and this is how this works when, as you start with your business, usually the first month, if you're a wellness advocate, you become, with 50 PV, you're an automatic wellness advocate. If you have the next month and you have a total volume on your team of 500 PV, meaning maybe you enrolled somebody in your top line and then you enrolled two people on level 2, then you're going to break open level 2 and get 3% on their commissions. So the fast start bonus, when we go back to this, the sharing bonus is paid for 60 days. So your goal here is to think smart. Let's say you you enroll them the last week of the month, then they place an order in the middle of the month, the next month, and then the first part of the third month, you're going to get 3 orders at 25% commission. After 60 days, it's going to bump down to these percentages. And you're going to go, oh my God, that's a huge drop. But hopefully you've got a lot more people on your team that's going to be adding up all of their orders for all of the things they do. Now, that's why having them order every month is going to make a difference, because in that way you're counting on that volume. So as you go to 1,000 volume on your team, you're going to unlock level 3, and that's at 5%. So notice level 1 is not very much. Level 2 is 3%. Level 3 jumps up to 5%. Then when you go to executive, that means you're having 2,000 overall volume on your team. You're unlocking level 4 at 5%. So as you're structuring your team, you want to be mindful of what the volume is that you have. So you want to always build on the structure of power of 3 so that way you're getting the most benefit. If you have people on your 7th level and you're ranking executive, you're not getting any commissions on the level 5, level 6, and level 7. So be very smart about how you're placing people on your team so you're getting commissions off those cells. Going to elite, then you're at 3,000. That unlocks level 5. Premier, that's when you have your 2 leaders at executive. You're unlocking level 6. And then at silver level, you have 3 elite. You're at the full commission at 7% on your 7th level. So each level you're getting paid all these commissions. And when you total that up, it really adds up. It really makes a huge difference. Now, let's say somebody here in this level is not placing an order. doTERRA has what's called a dynamic compression, and they will actually push everything up so that there's no empty spots anywhere. So that's another way where you're going to be making more money. A lot of other network marketing companies do not do that. Then when we bump up to gold, you're going to have 3 premiers. Again, that's paying all of these things, all of these levels, you're getting the same commissions on that. But if you can tell here, when you get to diamond, you're going to have 4 silvers on your team. That's 4 legs of leaders. When you get to blue diamond, that's 5 gold. So you're stretching your business further out When you're on presidential diamond, you're going to have six leaders on your top line. You can get the power of three twice if everybody on your top line is doing the power of three. So you get it in the first set of three and the second set of three. So isn't that incredible? So that's pretty neat. Now, another thing that doTERRA does is that, let's say you reach all the way to presidential diamond. Now, doTERRA will have you can actually start a whole nother business. You can start all over again with this business running itself. Then you can start a whole nother business and start again as a wellness advocate. So you're having two businesses running together. So that's what they mean by uh, double diamond or a double blue diamond. So when you hear people say that they're a double gold, that they have their first business is presidential diamond, but their second business reached to gold. So that means that they're a double gold. So their sky is the limit. You can be triple presidential diamond. So a lot of other network marketing companies, they cap it off at the top where you can't stop. You stop. You can't get any bigger than that. Okay, so we talked about all these things. I'm going backwards. And now when we compare in other network marketing companies, the reason why you want to work with doTERRA is doTERRA has, when we were talking about the percentage of income was at 2% on the level, you have about 3 people on your top line. Now, if you compare that to other network marketing companies, they usually have the commission at 7%. And a lot of people think that that's a lot better because you're making more money. Let me show you the difference here. doTERRA flipped that. So usually other network marketing companies at 7%, 6%, and it goes down to 2% on the 7th level. Well, doTERRA flipped it, right? Let's show you why that makes a huge difference. When you're at 2%, you're only making 561 Indian rupees, where the other company's making about 2,000 Indian rupees. When you have level 2, if you're following the structure 3, power 3, you will have 9 people on your second level. 3% commissions, it's at 25, 28 Indian rupees. The other network marketing companies pay 6%, so you're making, twice as much. Level 3, you'll have 27 people paying 5%. It's around 12,000 Indian rupees. 6% with the other company, you're at 15,000 Indian rupees. When you go to level 4, you're going to have around 81 people, and that's 5%. You guys notice this is where it's the same. Down, we jump to level 5, you're going to have around 243 people. You're getting paid more. Look at the amount that it jumps up. It jumps up about 20,000 Indian rupees. Level 6, you're going to have a comparison of double the amount. Right here, level 6, double the amount. So this would be like when you're at silver rank, premier rank, you're making double the amount than other network marketing companies do. This is where the juice is. This is why it's going to be real important that you want to get up to silver and premier as quickly as possible so that you can really reap the rewards. This is, I don't know how to say this in lakhs, but in United States, this would be 1 million more in Indian rupees than it is in the other companies. 1 million more. What is that? I don't know if that's lakhs or what. So that's incredible. And that's what we really want to emphasize and having you really see the value of getting that. A lot of people don't move fast when they get started with the business and they get kind of stuck in this space. And it's really difficult to really make any money really with this, right? To really see that. So if you really want to run, it's going to be important to really try to get to the deeper levels quickly. Okay, so we are still working with the doTERRA's Founders Club, and this opportunity remains at 40 seats. And we have on our team 3 gold members out of the 5 in India. So we're really proud of that. We're really excited about that. We are soon to see 4 and 5 maybe coming very quickly. And so we're just really honored. And we know that, our training, sometimes it's hard. I'm going to push you a little bit. If you want to be making the success, you're going to need me to help push you. You're going to need me to say things you don't want to hear. That's part of that personal growth. But guess what? If you became gold and you became a doTERRA founder in India, you're going to earn 1% of the annual commissions in volume every year, 1/40th. There's 40 seats, so it's 1% divided in 40 seats. You're going to earn That's incredible. That's going to be a large amount of money eventually. As it keeps growing and doTERRA India is growing, you're going to find it to be really impactful. So get to gold quickly. That's what we encourage you to do. And let's see, I'll just skip through these here. And basically, when we're talking about how to partner, again, we talked about where you are sitting, how many classes you want to have a month, and what do you think is realistic. If you're going to do 3 to 10 hours a week, you're going to probably get to Premier in about 6 months. That was true to me. I got to Premier in 3 months, and I wasn't doing even 10 hours a week. I was doing one class every week, but squeezing it in with my time at the print shop. And then I started to supplement my income when we sold our business. I went from here to here very quickly. I didn't even really do this. And I wasn't gold when we sold our business. I went to gold the first year when we sold our business. So I worked really hard and got that going. And so it just depends on how you want to do. Again, we have lots of different types of tools that you can use. And we will continue doing these classes every Monday. Keep growing, talking to you about the tools and the different ways to grow your business. Is there anything you wanted to share, Larry?
No, I think it's excellent when you make that commitment, to build and to start to earn an income and to share these oils and learn how to do these classes and learn the compensation plan so that you know where you're going, so that you have a good business plan when you're going forward. Because I mean, this is such a powerful way. I mean, when we look back and all we did to start a business, a brick and mortar business, and all the money we had to borrow and commit to do, this would have been so much easier just to step into and create that business plan and in those habits, and even having a coach like you are and like you had, showing you what you need to do day in and day out to build your business, and what the ups and downs are, and what that commitment looks like. And so, yeah, I think this was such an effective class. I wish we had had a class like this when we started.
Yeah, I do too. And I made all the mistakes, so you can trust and be assured that I know what not to do. And
Yeah.
that's really powerful for you because then you're able to really engage in that. And maybe you may not understand, but just trusting the process and working through it will make it a success. So I'll go ahead and close the class. We're up on the top of the hour. So thank you so much for watching. And we look forward to seeing your questions and seeing you every week. Take care. Thank you. Bye.